as sex abuse cases against the Archdiocese of Agana continue to be filed, Archbishop Anthony Apuron's motion to dismiss the 4 sexual abuse claims against him was heard in district court this morning. PNC's Jolene Tovis has the latest.
Archbishop Anthony Apuron's attorney, Jackie Terlahi, argued her client's motion to dismiss the sexual abuse cases on 2 grounds.
We have asked the court to dismiss the complaint in this action, the complaint involving the 4 Archbishop Anthony cases, and that's simply because of the plain statutory reading of the statute, that it did not apply to old cases such as the one that Archbishop Anthony is involved in.
Terlahi is referring to the statute of limitations for filing a criminal sexual conduct complaint and what constitutes due process. According to Terlahi, the claims are time-barred and were not revived by the passage of GUAM Public Law 33-187. She further states that even if the claims were revived, that any retrospective application is inorganic and unconstitutional.
It's inorganic, and basically what happens is when there is a law passed, there has to be a retroactive express provision. And so if there's no retroactive express provision, it does not apply retroactively. Laws are intended to apply prospectively, that means moving forward, and not backwards.
She further argued that by retroactively changing the statute of limitations involving sexual abuse on Guam, the Guam legislature unconstitutionally impaired vested rights, opening the door to unverifiable and potentially undefendable claims, which Terlahi states creates a prejudicial environment for her client's defense. Arguing that the cases against Archbishop Apuron date back to accusations that occurred nearly 40 years ago.
Essentially, the judge was saying, well, the 1980 law no longer exists, right? Because it was repealed by the legislature in place of the 2011 law. And I said, yes, that would be right, Judge, except it only applies to the causes of action that became time-barred at that particular time frame.
Terlahi states that her client suffers significant hardships and oppressive effects in his defense for the following reasons: that Apuron is now of an advanced age and lacks the memory to recall potential witnesses and specific facts from 40 years ago, which would aid in his defense. Furthermore, that witnesses may be deceased or of advanced age. She argues that there are no records dating back to 1970s to assist in his defense, and the lack of physical evidence significantly impairs Apuron's defense, further stating that the Organic Act of Guam forbids the deprivation of life, liberty, and property, prohibiting the legislature from categorically taking from a defendant the ability to plead his defense that the statute of limitations is expired. Meanwhile, legal counsel for Quintanilla argues that the only person that has benefited from the passage of time is Archbishop Apuron, stating that Apuron would not have risen to the seat of Archbishop if the claims had been filed 40 years ago, adding that Apuron's denial of the claims speaks to his memory. District Court Magistrate Judge Joaquin Manabusan is currently reviewing the motion to dismiss. Reporting for PNC News, I'm Jolene Toves.
Well, in regards to Archbishop Apuron's canonical trial, Terlahi says they are looking forward to a determination by the Vatican and anticipate that a decision will soon be made.